what kind of, like, you know, when you do your big lifts, do you still get like the butterflies of excitement? And you know, like when you're doing a heavy.
Yeah, if I'm going for a PR, no doubt.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
I love that feeling.
Yeah. It just keeps me going. Keeps me going. You take them yourself, or you need help?
I'm gonna try it myself because I feel better. Like,
all right. Yes, no problem.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on the team.
Yep.
Mine.
Yeah, that's you. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes. There it is. Yes. Push. Yep. Nice, dude. Not bad at all. For a few months, not even touching them.
Yeah, dumbbells is always fun, man.
Seriously.
Dumbbells is always fun.
That was a good set.
Got the average sized man in each hand.
Yeah, no, I love dumbbells because, like I said, I could do that with no one here, no spot, and then I fell. It's fine. There's no danger.
Yeah.
You know, which is dope. Which is what you want if you want to be someone that trains heavy on your own. You know, so.
You can always get that dumbbell rack too. I've seen Eddie Hall use it.
Yeah.
That self-lift dumbbell rack.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool. I've never seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, no, but I've seen it. Him use it.
But if you're a man, you know,
yeah. Like, do you know what? There's for me, just to get it onto my knees. I feel like you're starting. You're feeling the weight.
Yeah.
Like I'm feeling okay. The lean back, that drop part as well. Like when I drop back, and you even heard me call it. I just wanted to make sure because it might look like maybe I'm too low or I haven't got it, but I'm feeling it. I know whether the strength's going to be there from there, as opposed to if it was passed at the top. Like there's just something about that doing the rollback and then being like, okay, yeah, we're good, kind of thing. So when you do your strength sets, once you've done it, is it done or do you repeat it? Because for me personally, now that I've done that, I feel like I'm in the zone. I want to go a couple more times with that weight.
Oh, with that same weight.
Yeah.
Interesting.
How would you do it? It's like, I'm done. 13, like move, like.
No, not even that. So I did a top set. I'll drop a bit and do some working sets with a lower weight. So not too much lower. Somewhere give or take like 10%.
Okay.
For me, that'd be the 160s right now,
So for me,
or even the 150s.
so when you say working set, someone that gets 13 reps with 175,
yeah.
is that not a working set?
Oh, 100%. It is a working set. It's a top set. It's a top set.
This is what I mean. It's your top set because that's all we've got today.
Yeah.
But well and truly, 13 reps is like that's a working set kind of range, right? Like, so you go for 160s. What reps are you going for?
I'm going to be going for 12 again. So I would love to do 175 for like 3 sets of 12, right?
You don't think that you got that in the tank?
I don't. Right.
Okay.
So I would definitely get less than 12, probably like 8 to 10.
I understand that.
Because I blew my load in that top
So 12
set.
is your working set?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
But I think if I went in a second time, I'd get like under 10, like maybe 8, maybe even less.
Yeah.
Right, because my strength drops a lot from that top set.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I don't do too many warm-up sets.
Yeah.
For example, and even my warm-up sets, I'm only doing a few reps.
Yeah. Makes
like
sense.
4 to 8 reps to get warmed up. So I'm going to drop to what I believe I can get 12 reps, but still
Multiple
be a struggle.
times.
Yeah, which are going to be the 160s.
Yeah.
I'll do 2 sets there. And even on the next set, if I barely get 12, I'll drop to 150.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah, or if I get only like 10 or so,
Yeah.
I'll adjust depending on how many reps I get, how it feels.
Yeah.
But I want to stay like within 10% of my top set.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is Larry Wills. We're talking about the science to your methods works. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think volume builds mass and
Yeah.
strength. You know, that's the most simple way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's effective. You don't need to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
More volume, more results. To an extent, right? They're diminishing returns.
Yeah.
You don't need to do 10 sets of dumbbells.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Of course.
I think if you're going to go beyond 3 working sets, try a different variation, like incline dumbbell press, decline dumbbell press. Don't just do like 6 to 9 or whatever sets with the same variation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
The reason why I took you on that line of questioning is because my working sets, I like to keep around 6 to 8. So that's why I would, like, even though I didn't get it on that one, I want, like, always, I like to hit it again because the first set is the feeler for me. I want to see how I go hitting it a second time. But my working set is going to be the 6 to 8. That's why I was like, oh, so why would you, if you got 13, because I was thinking on my you know, my way of thinking. So
right, for sure. And if there were heavy dumbbells here, I'd likely do like the 180, maybe 185, 190s, for example. Try and get like 8 to 10. But we were working just up to 175s.
Yeah.
That's what that was my top set today.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Got it, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Nice. Yep. Good set. Good set.
Okay.
Cody. You're embarrassing me, man. What are you doing?
Cody.
He was well behaved. I was impressed for a second.
Come on.
Let's be honest. Oh.
He's like, it's me or the dumbbell.
Right.
Sit. Stay. Stay. For your own safety, man.
All right, boss.
Let's see it.
Second set with 160s. Yep. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah. There you go. You're in the zone. You're in the zone.
Hey.
Yep. Yep, that's you. There it is. Oh, it's going up easier. Nice. Yep. 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 Oh, one more. Yep. Yep. Oh shit. You did better than the first set. That's wild. It's an old man strength, I guess. Still kicking in. Jesus.
Did he just call you old?
Yeah.
He just called you old? What?
Yeah, you like 30 something, late 30s now?
Mid-phase. Allow me, man. Trying to age me, man.
In the first set. And that's impressive to me because your first set was an all-out set. Like, that was definitely a failure, that first set. Unless you were sandbagging us.
No, like I said, I do it again because I know that first time is the feeler. And I knew what to expect that time, so, like, that's how it goes sometimes. The second one would be better.
I got third set here. Adam, correct me if I'm wrong, 'cause I'm 28th this month.
I think in March.
Pretty sure it's this month.
Huh.
It's either this month or next month.
Yeah,
So this
it's
tournament
gotta be
is very
next month.
often in the U.S.
Yeah.
Arm wrestling tournaments, and that's where I'm finding the most enjoyment right now.
Okay.
Also, mostly because in arm wrestling,
Why are you enjoying it more? Is it the way that this tournament's structured, or like what's about it? What about it?
So it's like a combat sport, right? But without the scuffs.
Yeah.
Right, you don't get the bruises or the bloody nose. And also, I can have a lot of longevity in arm wrestling. There are the top arm wrestlers today in their 40s, 50s, even one guy in his 60s, still at the highest level. So I'm like, oh, I can do this shit forever. Like, but with powerlifting, bodybuilding, everything else I'm doing, there's a shelf life.
Yeah.
Right, you don't want to be doing strongman and powerlifting when you're in your 40s, 50s, for example. Your body can be like, no, I'm done. Right? So, but arm wrestling, like, you can still get better in your 40s and 50s. So I love that I can just do it indefinitely.
Yeah. Okay.
At a competitive level too, not just like, oh, do it for fun. I can go at a competitive level.
Stay competitive throughout. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Keeps me going.
Yeah.
And I have all these little muscles here developing, and my wrist got thicker here, and got like all kinds of development in my forearms now, which I never had before, which is cool too. Like a bodybuilding aspect.
And that's definitely from
100% arm wrestling. 110%. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm playing.
This works a different muscle. This works a different muscle. That's more like bicep. I mean, if you use the death grip, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. I use 2 fingers. Though. That doesn't mean it's small. That just means I'm trying to keep it sensitive.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Okay, good.
Get it?
There you go. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I'm burned out.
Quick question. So, see that last one you did there?
Yeah.
When you're training like that, when do you like a spotter to intervene? So for me personally, I, as the person that could have intervened, prefer that you do the 10 without that touch and just finish it, as opposed to I then come in and then, yeah, maybe we squeeze out the 12, but it depends on what your goal is and how you feel. So
yeah, so the way I like it done is when it's on my neck,
that's
what I want to mention. If it's not killing me, don't touch it.
Yeah.
And I have the same approach, whether you like it or not, guys. If you ask me for a spot, unless you're dying, I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I'm similar.
I don't see
to a
reps.
degree, I'm similar.
That's
why, like, for me, it's like, if it's yours, it's yours. Like, I'm not going to intervene. You know, you get different people though. Some people, they get it completely twisted and think, you're gonna intervene when they really don't need it and they want to put a weight on that really isn't their weight.
Right.
And then you get people that want you to intervene when they're struggling a bit. That makes no sense. If you got it, do it. You know,
100%
like.
agree.
So so I just wanted to see how
I'm on the same page. Yeah. Don't steal reps, guys.
Don't steal reps, man.
Steal reps.
That's the worst thing on earth. Stealing reps, man.
That happened in my commercial gym days. Yeah. I had a few guys.
Literally, you're like, what the F are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like, you just... And that was my top set. That was... I built for this, man. And then you just killed it. And then, you can do it again. It's like, it's not there. It's gone.
That's what
like, you killed my mood.
That's
You killed the strength's gone. Like,
oh, you did one more time. What's the big deal? Don't have a clue.
One time, years back, I was doing... I don't want to get the number wrong, man. It was a ridiculous amount of... I think it was... Yeah, it was like 15 plates aside on a leg press.
Oh, wow.
And I was going for it, and I was spent now. This is Sim. It's done. There's no more energy, and I'm not getting this back up. And the thing is, I don't remember if I did call out or if I was actually zapped from energy. But I remember looking at the guy like, "Are you gonna save me?" Or like, "What's going on here?" And he was just like that. And I'm thinking, I've got nothing. Like, it's against my chest. I've got nothing. You're gonna have to switch on. And eventually he did it. And then I remember like I didn't want to switch on him, so I kind of walked off. You know, I ain't got nothing nice to say. Just don't say anything at all. So I walked off. Like, but I was furious, man, because I was near death.
That guy who didn't help him out was also near death. There it is. Yep. It's easy. Yep, it's easy now. Oh yeah. Yep. Nice. 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 There it is. Yep. Push. Yep, you got two more in you. You good? I think you got two more.
If I planned for it, but that number was in my head from the beginning.
No, but on the spotter thing, last thing I'll say is I remember a decade ago in my commercial gym days, I asked for a spot several times. People just say no.
Oh, for real?
They want to be responsible. Like, well, I'm not strong enough.
Oh, is it because your numbers were just dumb?
Yeah, I'll punch like 4 or 5 plays, and for them in a commercial gym, like I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the guy.
See, the funny thing is, well, it depends. I was gonna say, because strength-wise, it really does. Like, me and Shan used to train together for years. It's only recently that she moved on to do her own style of training, which doesn't align with what I'm doing.
Okay.
So we don't train together anymore. But we used to train together for years. So on chest day, we're benching together. And I used to go up to like 425 with Shan spotting. Because when it comes down to it, firstly, I know I have 425. And worst case scenario, if I do fail a rep, I need nothing more than like even just fingers to finish that rep.
That's true, yeah.
You know? Yeah, but people have that misconception of I'm gonna have to deadlift 4.5. And like we said, that can happen depending on who's on the frigging bench and their own perception of their strength.
Right, they may be ego lifting, not having anyone near the strength necessary to do it. Or they could get hurt doing it when you actually get off the weight.
Yeah, true, you know. So, but so like me and Shan did that for years, you know.
Okay.
I used to play around with 425, 405, 415, and we were perfectly fine. But yeah, people used to look over, like, what's she doing? And the worst thing is, I would like, cause that's my wife. Back then, she was my fiance, and it was like, we've been training for years, so I prefer her to any of these. Like, so some big guy would be like, he would see her come over, he'd be like, oh, do you want me now? No, I'm cool. He'd be like, you don't get it. Because thinking, what? Like, all right, cool. It's like, no, she knows me. She knows when to come in, and all the stuff we spoke about in terms of spotters coming in too early and all that stuff. Yeah, that when you're training with someone that knows you, that's all negated. So
very, very true. No, this is definitely the heaviest stack I've ever felt. This right here is probably what a standard stack feels like, and the full stack. That's not even halfway loaded. Like 40%.
Feel this, man. Just feel this.
I should, yeah. Bro.
It's 341.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
99? 341.
Yeah.
I heard about those.
Nice. Hey.
I always get caught up going too heavy with the cable flies. If you go too heavy, I fit in my rotator cuff.
Okay.
Right? And I don't feel it in my chest anymore. So I want to keep it moderate. So I could go heavier, but at the expense. Like already I feel like getting irritated.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And that's just wear and tear. So believe it or not, with all the years of bench press, which is now over a decade of doing 500-pound plus benches, because I had 500 when I was like 16, 17. So my shoulders are in exceptional health. I've only had one injury to my infra spinatus, and that healed in like a month. So that was a minor tear, just a minor grade 1 tear, no issue. Besides that, they've been in really good health, so I avoid doing anything that's going to cause pain. Right? Inflammation, like soreness is normal, but if it hurts, just don't do it.
Yeah, makes sense.
So
it's a good way of thinking.
Yeah, if it hurt, it doesn't feel right, if it feels like it's going to hurt you tomorrow, but not in a way, oh, I'm going to have a nice soreness from this,
just
like
leave
it's
it
going
out.
to hurt, leave it out. Yeah.
Okay. That's
exactly.
Good.
You know, listen to your body, and you have more longevity in the game. And people ask me, how do your knees feel? How do this feel? How do that feel? I feel great. You know, everything feels good.
I saw the video of the 520 rep. When was that?
Wait, which one? Oh, that was yesterday.
Oh, fantastic.
That was really
Fantastic,
good.
man.
I was really happy with that. I did beltless too.
That looked impressive, man.
And, you know, the last time I did that, I was like 25 pounds heavier.
Okay.
And on a drug cocktail. So I'm really pleased I'm able to still do those numbers. Yeah. Being a lot healthier.
Yeah. Sick, man. Sick.
And I was always concerned what's going to happen when I dial back. Yes. Is when I started taking PEDs, my dick shrunk like 2-3 inches. So, no, it didn't. It didn't. I'm just taking the piss because people think steroids make your dick smaller, right? So if going on TRT means less steroids, bigger dick, right? No, that's not how it works. Your balls get smaller, though. My balls were the size of Rice Krispie treats, so.
Really?
Yeah, they're tiny. Tiny as fuck. I mean, they still are because I'm still using testosterone superficially, so I'm not producing any of my own testosterone now, even on TRT. So the balls shrink like a motherfucker. I don't remember what they used to even be, but they're a lot bigger. I remember that. Back when I was 16. Small price to pay. Makes the shop look bigger. These mirrors, I think, are custom made to make you look thicker.
Let me tell you something. Ask anyone that's seen this mirror. Nice, you know what it is? Those mirrors are cool. Yeah. This mirror is phenomenal. Like when you look in this mirror, especially if you stand like closer to where those dumbbells are, I don't know what it is, but the shadows, everything, you just look superhuman in this mirror, man. Like, it's the shadows, man. It just looks solid. Yeah. It looks solid. Like,
I look pretty fucking good.
Everyone says it. That's the thing. Everyone says it. I like everyone that will say, this mirror. Like Joshua, when I said it to him, he was like, "Yo," it's like,
"Have you seen me?"
You still my friend over there.
Yeah, you got a 6 set up here, man. People ask me all the time, how do you stay motivated? I always tell them discipline, right? So I want to ask you the same thing now. How do you stay motivated? Especially you being the OG, like you've been in the game one of the longest.
Well, I've got to ask you this. So for me, whenever anyone asks that, my answer is easy. I know it comes straight to mind, and it's because I enjoy it. And it sounds so basic and cliche, but I train because I enjoy training.
Yeah.
I always have. The question to you is, you train for because you enjoy it, but for competitions, those kind of things. Having goals like that keeps you motivated.
Right.
So the question to you is, if you didn't have the arm wrestling, the powerlifting, the bodybuilding, do you think you would train with the same intensity or even at all?
Right, so it's discipline that keeps me in the gym. So there's a lot of days I just don't want to go to the gym, right? Most days I do, right? Because we're driven by things that feel good in general. That's what keeps us going, right? So setting up goals like in competition, the competitiveness brings out the best in me. And I always say that everyone watching, like if you're competitive, you're going to see the best version of yourself. So if I don't have a particular goal to work towards, my training suffers.
Okay.
Right? I don't push myself as hard. The workouts aren't as intense. My diet starts to slack because there's no real incentive for me. There's no real drive for me to go that extra length to push myself out of my comfort zone if I'm not being competitive in one way or another.
Sure.
Right? I would just basically be trained to maintain. I always hated that word, maintain. Or why not progress? Why not train to progress, get results? Train to maintain. I never heard that. I was like, why just maintain what you have? Why not just get better at what you have? So that's why I always needed those goals, like competitively to keep me going. Even to this day, maybe it's not powerlifting or bodybuilding. Really, right now, competitively, is arm wrestling. That's keeping me going.
Keeping you going,
You know, because I'm doing all these other compound lifts so that I have the edge on arm wrestling. Right? I'm content with what I've achieved in my career in powerlifting. I don't want to go to that extreme ever again. It was super unhealthy. And I was I think I was on borrowed time.
Okay.
You know? So I didn't want to wait till I needed like a kidney transplant or I had a heart attack and needed a stint in my stuff before I stopped. I wanted to stop before that. That's what I did. Now I'm really chasing arm wrestling, still maintaining my compound strength, just so I have the edge in arm wrestling, and also working on my business, working on my brand. You know, as you know, we started. I'm sure when you started as well, you didn't anticipate you'd get to where you are today.
Absolutely.
How could you possibly? We're just working out,
Yeah.
you know, making videos, working out. Who could have imagined? Right? And it's such an unorthodox, unconventional way to go about creating wealth that you just don't know. You're taking it like one day at a time.
Exactly.
You know?
For me, like, I mean, I've stemmed always from the enjoyment of training. Like always, I love it, absolutely love it. And it's funny when you say the maintaining thing. I don't feel like I've ever just wanted to maintain. Like, that can't drive anyone. Today I'm gonna go maintain. You know?
Exactly.
But for me, like even just doing the 160s today, just like I like to push myself, and the more I push myself, the more I have fun in the gym. So it is still just loving training, but then it's progression in going heavier, having an intense session. The more intense my session, the better I feel. So it's all for me about a feeling of like enjoying training, you know. And that might be difficult to some because some people have a goal of, I want to look a certain way, I'm training for this competition, and that's their driving force. And I've never really had that. Obviously, most people that follow me know that I have competed in the past, but that's not what's kept me training for, like, what are we on, 22, 23 years now. What's kept me training is friggin', like, when we were lifting just now with the dumbbells, that felt amazing. That's good. I love that. Like I love lifting, you know, so that's what's always going to keep me. And that's the thing. What my method or my thought process with training can't go anywhere. I don't need to compete for anything personally. I'm always gonna love training, you know. So that it's not going anywhere. That's why 10 years, 20 years, I'm always gonna get in there to have my fun in my zone training, you know. So, but yeah, no, like it's interesting to hear different people's thought process with it, you know, because then you do get certain people that have been competitive their whole life. Let's say someone like Usain Bolt, for example, winning, and then when I'm done, I'm done. I'm not racing no more. I'm done. Like I'm gonna go. I'm gonna play golf now. Like I'm not running. I'm not doing any other training. So it depends on your thought process, you know. But yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, no, we have been fortunate to be able to turn this passion for training into very viable careers, you know?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, not a day goes by I don't understand the privilege that we have.
100%.
This was for good and heavy already.
Yeah. You've trained with Eddie, right?
I have.
How's that go? Like, are your strengths on par or?
You know what? He still gets me even off season, but
Yeah.
even in his off season shape.
Yeah.
He's just fucking super strong.
Yeah.
He beat me in a few movements. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was that a fun session?
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. He's a big personality.
Oh, big time. I've trained with him once in. We were at the Arnold. So what's that gym where everyone goes to when we're at the
We
Arnold?
went there, I think.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I saw you there one
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
The
yeah.
Pope,
Yeah.
Pope area.
Yeah. And it's funny because I don't know. I think we were training triceps, and I was doing close grip bench with the easy bar.
Okay.
Now, close. If I'm doing that, if I'm doing, so we had 3 plates on each side, and if I'm doing that with my guys, like it's a guy each side that's gonna pass it. You know, like when it's the easy bar, it's not on a bench, so they've got to take it off the floor, pass it to you. It's got to be kind of high. I've got long arms. Eddie was just. There you go. It's just so the strength is it's wild. It's wild, man.
And how big is that guy? He
Yeah,
is
huge.
Yeah.
enormous. Nice. So comfortable. So easy. So lightweight.
Lean mass.
Yeah, fuck the house with a view. I'd rather have space.
Yeah, it's important, man.
I'd rather have space.
Because I tell you what, here I feel like I have everything I need.
Yeah, what else do you...
Like literally, like when I had my guys come from London and they won't leave. In terms of like go see LA. They'll stay like I've got everything I need. They're in the pool, especially summertime. They're in the pool, drinking cocktails. The bar's yours, like you know. They're training. They got everything they need right here. So
Literally, that's true. You're right. It's easier to say what you don't have here.
you know. So yeah, no, I do feel like I'm like I've got what I need here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you said you don't do cardio. Did you have to do it for your competitions?
I never
And how
did.
do you feel about it? You didn't do it for competitions either?
Nah, I didn't have
Jesus
to.
Christ, what's going on?
I know. Even when I did my bodybuilding show, I only did 2. I only did 2. I only did 2.
Y'all did 2 cardio sessions.
No. Two
Oh
bodybuilding
snap!
shows.
Oh, I was thinking, what? What's going on there?
I did 2 shows.
That's what I only did it twice in my life.
No,
Cardio.
I did 2 shows, right?
Yeah.
And my coach just said, "Don't even bother."
Serious.
Cause I shred weight so fast, you know. It's in my genes. I can just skip a meal and I'll be at 1% more shredded the next morning, you know. So he was saying it's just not necessary to do it. Cardio isn't always the answer. I think if you need to do it, do it. If you don't have to,
Yeah.
why suffer? Andrew Jack, for example, when he was out in Dubai training, there was a period for a show or two he didn't even do cardio, and he took first place. You know, he wasn't doing cardio. I mean, now on the Olympia level, he did. Like he was building up each show, like a little more intensity, a little more diving with the diet. Like he was ramping up the extremities of what he was doing each show. But it wasn't until recently he started doing cardio. Yeah, and it's just not necessary depending on what level you're at.
Oh, okay, check this. Because I remember when I was competing, I had a friend who also competed, but he said, like, when I said to him, oh, you know, I'm having to do all this cardio, blah, blah, he's like, Sim, but I'm on what you're not on. like that. And he said, so with that being said, what is the differences there? Because he said, I literally don't have to do cardio. Like, and he got one of the most diced I've ever seen. You know?
There are several compounds off the top of my head, both oral and injectable, you could take that within, that from literally the first day you take them to the next day. From day 1 to day 2, you will see changes without changing anything in your diet,
Yeah.
in your training,
Yeah.
let alone cardio.
Yeah.
Right, cardio is like the icing on the cake, right?
Okay. Yeah.
With training and diet being like the meat potatoes.
Yeah.
So there are combos you can take that I've taken where, again, from day 1 to day 2, you're seeing changes. Right? That's how powerful some of these compounds are. So if you couple that with strong genetics,
Yeah.
like myself and yourself,
Yeah.
then cardio becomes even less important.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I always tell people when I first, like years back, I didn't have to do any cardio. So all the people, like when people first started seeing me, 2012, 2013, zero cardio. I was just lean, metabolism was on fire. But when you get to, and this might still happen with you even, when you get past your 30s,
Right, I was hearing about this.
yeah. It's like, everyone says it and then you're like, yeah, sure. I'm there. I'm there. And trust me, like, I remember like certain lines that I used to see. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, and then it was literally because metabolism's slowing down.
And your diet hasn't changed.
My diet hasn't changed, man. I'm strict with it. Like, you know, I've always been balanced, you know. So that hasn't changed. The only thing that's changed is age. You know, so it's like I've then had to add the cardio. That's why I do the cardio. It's literally because I want to stay in the shape. And it's still hard. It's still hard to get to that diced, you know, even with the cardio. But maybe, like, I'm still experimenting with how much cardio I want to do. But for me, that seems to be the only factor that I can change right now that can bring me back to being diced. You know, like the diet hasn't changed. Yeah, so, you know, but, and then I do have to lend that to the whole past 30 thing because I saw it. I saw it as as I got older, I just like started to become harder to get lean. I'm looking at the lines, I'm like, no, they're not as deep as they were before, you know, etc. So, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll see.
So I'm sure I'm going to be facing that very soon myself. I'm approaching my 30s and I'm 28,
Yeah.
29 this summer. Because I got some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
noticed
I didn't notice it until I'll say 31, 32.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? If you didn't have to do it right now, would you still do it?
What's that?
Cardio.
When you say didn't have to.
So, like you said in your 20s, your
Yeah.
metabolism was on fire,
Yeah,
you didn't do
yeah.
it, and you're still straight to the bone.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't. But then I've got to a point where I enjoy it now anyway.
Okay.
I feel good. Like I told you about when I'm jumping on the Stairmaster before my workout. I feel good when I'm just, like the other day, I had my freaking tunes blazing and I was just in the zone, you know? So I can get myself worked up and in the zone with cardio now, just the same, well, not just the same as training, but I can still feel good doing cardio. You know, back in the day I used to do plyometrics. I need to bring it back because I enjoyed that as well. I do like the intensity of cardio as well when you get your heart racing that way because everything's a challenge. Anything that's a challenge, you know, like obviously just running on a treadmill might not be that exciting, so that doesn't really excite me, but for some reason I do enjoy the Stairmaster.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do enjoy the Stairmaster.
My fiance is the same way. She loves
Yeah.
the Stairmaster.
Yeah, Stairmaster,
Yeah,
that's my
she loves
go-to.
it. Yeah.
That's my go-to. Do you know why? It's because just by turning it up to a certain level and a short period of time, 15, 20, you can friggin' burn a bunch of calories and actually break a sweat and have it intense. As opposed to for me, for like treadmill, I'm gonna have to run quite a bit to get the same feeling that I get from a short time on the Stairmaster.
But circling back, we'll go up to this combo.
Yeah.
To what you said about you after 20 plus years of training, do it because you love training.
Yeah.
Right.
And still religiously, still consistent with the 6 to 7 days a week. Yeah.
Because
Still
it
with my
feels
2
good.
hours. It feels fantastic, yeah.
Right.
And it's me now. It's me. That's me. Like I train, man. That's
Right.
me. Yeah.
And I think people that are watching us for motivation, right?
Yeah.
Because they can't find something they enjoy doing as much as we enjoy the gym
Yeah.
to keep them going,
Yeah.
right? They need to find potentially something else in the fitness spectrum that's
I
not
say
just
this all the
weightlifting.
time.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
tennis,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it's playing ball,
I
maybe
say
it's fucking
this.
swimming.
Yeah.
There are so many ways you can get fit. For example, if I want to do cardio, my girl loves tennis. I'll go play tennis with her.
That's cardio.
Shuffling back
That's
and forth,
cardio,
I'm
man.
sweating, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's dope.
And I'd
Yeah.
do that any day over treadmill, Stairmaster, right? And the time flies,
Yeah.
right? And you're having fun and you're burning calories.
Yeah.
So just don't, box yourself into, okay, I got to do treadmill to do cardio.
No.
I got to be bored to do cardio.
No.
Because that's not sustainable. You
Yeah.
got to do something that you like to do, right? Like you.
100%.
20
Yeah,
years
yeah,
plus. You
yeah.
do it because you like to do it.
I like to do it, yeah.
So
I like
if
to
it's
do it.
you're looking to lose fat, do cardio, make sure you enjoy doing it. And there are so many ways you can do cardio.
It's funny. I say exactly that. Like, find there's sport that you can do in friggin' certain gyms where people, they bring their basketball, they do their session, and then I'm gonna go play basketball for half an hour. That's cardio. You're having fun,
100%,
you're shooting
yeah.
hoops, but that's cardio. You know, so
you ever go in the ball in the court? They're dripping with sweat.
dripping,
Yeah.
dripping,
They're
and
dripping with
they're having a good time, and that's it's cardio. Your heart's racing. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm glad we can be on the same page with that.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Like,
But it all comes down to the root of just we're driven by things that feel good.
Yeah.
So you got to
Yeah.
figure what that is for yourself.
Yeah.
What are you going to enjoy doing?
and when it comes to fitness and freaking and health, it is, you do need to find something. So you can't just say, you know, I don't like weight training. I don't like what I think is cardio.
Right.
I'm just not doing it. No, have a look, a big look, because like you said, tennis. Like I've noticed a lot of people on my feed are taking up golf. People are finding things that they enjoy, and you know, they might seem like just sport, but no, these are activities that you're moving your body, and you want to keep moving. As you age, you want to keep moving, man. Don't become sedentary. Don't become just a couch potato. You want to keep moving. Football, basketball, tennis, anything. Keep moving. Just
Yeah, totally agree. Back to Tesla. And I'm going to find a way to get one of these. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, if you don't want to do that, this is another way to do it. Just like that, there's magnets on there. That never comes off either because the magnet's strong enough, you know. So
Yes, you're safe.
yeah.
Hell yeah. So, are you ready to recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, we're in Simeon 720 right now. Adam just got his Urus, which is a Stage 2.
Ah, sick.
Right?
Oh,
You're
mine.
oh,
You said Adam.
my bad. My bad. I'm talking about your Urus.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's a Stage 2, so it's got the exhaust and tune, and it's been lowered as well. So that's at 800 horsepower. Sounds amazing. It's fast as hell, man. Like, it's night and day from the stock. Night and day from stock.
Oh.
Like, I don't even think I'd enjoy driving stock after that, you know, so.
That says it all right there, and it sounds insane. I love it. I love it. Like, you get addicted to that sound.
Oh, definitely.
Right. I have a Tesla. When I drive the Tesla, I don't really look forward to it because there's no sound.
Yep.
And being a car enthusiast, I just like cars that have unique sounds, especially when they're modified. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a bit of a compromise there with the Tesla. And this, I'm imagining, sounds even better because this is
Yeah.
a Stage 3.
This is Stage 3, yes. This is
Yeah.
940 horsepower.
To the wheels, right?
Yeah. It's got, what's his name? So, unobtainium pipes. It's got the Fab Speed exhaust.
Okay.
What else has it got? It's got Novikov, Novitec springs.
For the suspension?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Novitec springs.
Suspension upgrade, too. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? I've actually got, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Is it the WiseTech
Yeah.
dump valve thingies?
The blower valves?
Yeah, the blow-off valves. I've got them in there as well. I actually had the cold start deleted on this. So when I used to live in an apartment, like when they tune it, they can delete the cold start. Did you know they can do that?
Oh.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
So they took away. That has a crazy cold start, and Shan hates it. Shan absolutely hates it. It scares people when you're at the car park and you start it up. So this actually had the cold start deleted because when I lived in an apartment, it would set alarms off.
Oh, wow.
You know? So now there's no loud cold start. You know?
Oh, that falls. Yeah, the red limiter on there. That's not even 3,000 RPM. That's like 30% throttle. No, that's so good. And this runs 940 wheel on pump gas.
Yes,
Wow.
I can put
Ethanol racing.
yeah, and I have done it before, but it's few and far between where you'll find it. So you know,
Ethanol?
yeah,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I was contemplating doing that or not, but 600, man. Hell yeah. I do have a 720 Spider right now. That's currently in the
I can't
shop.
wait to see. I thought you were going to bring it today. I was excited.
Oh,
you know,
believe me, I was excited. Trust me, I especially just got
I
it.
was waiting for you to just. Do you know what? I wasn't even waiting for you to message. I was hoping to hear it. Like, I was hoping to hear it come down the road, and I was going to open the gate. You know,
man.
but yeah.
Look, bro, outside the coupe, making 850 wheel for those who don't know, in Dubai for about like 8 months or so. Love that car, fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's the best looking supercar on the road today. Still is in 2023, in my opinion, right? It does have its reliability issues, but not many. As much as, like, if you Google McLaren reliability issues, they may scare someone to thinking that, like, it's just a nightmare always in the shop.
Question though, did you experience any yourself?
No, I didn't experience any. In the 8 months, I'm driving every day.
Like I've told you before, I had a 570 for 3 years. I've had this car for 2 years. That's 5 years of McLaren ownership. I drive my cars every day, daily driving. I've been fine. And I've done rallies with McLaren owners who, again, everyone has their little issues, but again, the car's friggin' fine, man.
And I think some exaggerate how big the issues are. Like, they're small issues and they're making them big issues, right?
Sure.
And I also think a lot of people have supercars, they don't drive the supercars as they should be driven.
Yeah.
When they're sitting parked in the garage, not being driven, or fluid's getting cold.
That's very
right?
true.
That's when people run into problems.
And I think that's not people don't consider. That's very true. And maybe the reason why the people that I've done rallies with have not had issues is because, just like me, they drive their cars. That's why they're not scared to take them on rallies where you do 3,000 miles in a week, you know? So they drive the car. So that might be the differentiating factor, that people have their cars in the garage all friggin' month and then drive it once on a weekend and then something goes wrong.
Exactly, you know, and again, with me and my cars I've had over the years, which I got into in Dubai when I moved there 4 years ago, because that was just a huge culture that everyone seemed to have a fucking supercar. Especially going to Benel's Gym, which is like full of millionaires and billionaires. So I was like, well, I want one too. Fuck that. And I ended up getting one myself. Anyways, I had the coupe, 20850 wheel, stage 2, not stage 2 plus, and had so much fun with it, but I just wanted the roof to come off. So came here, got the Spider version, and I'm loving it so much because it's so green out here, right? It's so beautiful, especially like Mulholland Drive,
of course,
right? Going down Malibu, the canyon roads. It's just so much fun. I'm so in love with it. I am driving it when it's not in the shop. Right now, I got it with some miles on it, some wear and tear. Got the windshield replaced, brake pads, new wheels, getting the accumulators changed. So I got a discount, but I'm in pain out of pocket now for these wear and tear changes. But after that, it's going to be probably my daily drive, and I may end up getting rid of the Tesla.
I'm excited to see it.
I got an S-Plaid. I want to go on a ride with you one day before you get rid of it. I don't know. You got a baby now. I don't know.
I've done two. No, I'm doing rallies for life. Man. I'm doing rallies for life.
Now,
I'm taking this rally off because the rallies that I normally do, the latest one is starting on my son's birthday, so I'm not doing that one. But I'm rally for life now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Always.
I can't
wait. So definitely we'll go on one.
I'll make sure the car's ready for it. Because that's what I love with cars is that if they say it's going to be ready Saturday, give it a week buffer. So it's never ready in time. They always tell you what you want to hear, right? Not the truth of what you need to hear, right? They'll say, tomorrow, and then a week passes. Like, you said tomorrow, like a week ago. So
I'll tell you a little secret, though. This car has a dash cam in the front and back that I can access from my phone anywhere.
Okay.
So when they say, I'm working on it, are you really working on it?
You took a screenshot of the car sitting there.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
That gave me every reason in the world to get the dash cam now. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, if you're into cars, you're a petrol head, comment below what you're driving. I'd love to link up with you. I'm super passionate about cars. Modern cars. Classic cars, I don't have a clue about. Before the year 2005, I don't know about those cars. Not my thing.
There's a couple supercars before 2005 that you might still be very interested in.
Yeah, I haven't experienced it for myself, so I can't say I do or don't like it. Just I don't have any knowledge of it. You know, I know all about the modern supercars, like from 2005 onward, and that's what I'm into. But anyways, guys, comment below what you're driving, and I have a Tesla S-Plaid as well, so I like to have the best of both. But the engine note is what gets me going, gets the blood pumping. I'm addicted to the sound, right? Anyways, we wrap up today's video. Sick session in Simeon's Mansion's home gym. Sick. Ton of inspiration for me. Being in the same line of work with Simeon, I can't wait to have a home, hopefully as big as this one day. I'm working very hard on that, hopefully by summertime. Currently, I'm living out in Malibu, for those wondering, in an apartment, just while I find a place to live. And I'm loving it there, actually. You know, it's really nice there.
Malibu's a fantastic area, so
you know. But buying there, not gonna happen.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not gonna happen this summer.